Alright, I have to apologize. It's taking a real long time to actually get the second part up, man. This is actually the fourth time I'm actually trying to record just part two. It ain't nothing but a 10-minute video. The first two times it crashed, the third time other unfortunate circumstances came up. So this is the fourth time I'm trying to record. Maybe this will work this time. The first few times that I tried to record, the only thing that you missed was me going to the bazaar, pretty much just a shop where you send in loot, you get new items. Uh, I'll show you what it is, pretty much. Oops, I'm frustrated. I'm sorry. Basically, I'll show you. This, one of these, and one of these makes a broadsword. Started off with two of each, put one in. I ended up getting a broadsword. Bought a broadsword and a bronze helm for my main character, Luso. I already got that equipped. Matter of fact, while I'm at the shop, I should just go ahead and sell some of the useless items I don't have, like this short sword. You'll never need it again. Short bow, never need it again. And those two items don't even have abilities that come equipped with it, so you don't need them. I accepted a quest. Paw full of feathers. Pretty much it's wolves attacking chocobos out there in the wood. This is the loot I was talking about. You can get that by completing quests and by monster drops. This is not too hard of a quest. It's in cardboard. As you can see, you can dispatch units when you get more of them to, take on quests. Makes it a little easier on you. This is your quest roster or whatever it is. And it pretty much just shows you all the quests and how they're attached. Like you see that arrow or that line going to the next one. That means they're interrelated. It's the main quest. Everything along this diagonal here is going to be main quest. So the clan primers, just your notices and rumors. I've read all these pretty much in the last video. It didn't get recorded because my system crashed. But it pretty much just talks about experience, loot, and abilities, which is, I'm pretty sure if you played any RPG, you're well experienced with that, familiar with that. Just the loot we have, not too much. Clan privileges. I ended up getting power 2 because of the questions I answered at the very beginning of the game dealing with my homework assignment or my summer vacation. I ended up getting power 2. That's what I went. Laws. These are the laws I came across so far. Just the ranged weapons from the first time. Not too much interesting things going on in there. My unit info looks like this. I equipped, like I said, Lucia with the broadsword and bronze helm. This guy with a longbow. I equipped everyone with items. I'm going to talk about speed. Speed is another important aspect of this game. 57 is not too great. It's rather low, but it's average for starting off. 57, 58. These two guys, he's one of the soldiers, warriors, pretty much same class. Black mage, 56, rather low. 57, alright. 60 average, usually faster. These are your fastest, 63. My last time I played, I had a 64, but yeah, speed is a huge thing, so I like to check out my speed when I start these games. But anyways, after that's done, let's just get this battle underway. Just a little bit of random gibbering and jabbling, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, I'm going to be button mashing A because it's nothing too important here. All they're talking about is clan privileges and laws. Laws are pretty much the rules of engagement. Pretty much don't do this and you get this at the end of the battle. Usually when you follow the laws, you get to keep your clan privilege. But your clan privilege is basically, like I said, the power 2, the luck up, and all that stuff. You get to keep that throughout the battle. Also, you get extra loot or maybe extra weapons at the end of the battle if you follow the law. It's good to follow the law in the beginning of the game because in the very beginning of the game, you want to get those weapons with all those abilities attached to them because the good abilities come far and few between. Early in the game, you won't find too many weapons with good abilities on it, so it's kind of good to follow the laws. Also, if you break the law, you won't be able to revive any KO units at all. So it's kind of good to follow the law, that way you can revive and keep and get those good weapons and that loot early on in the game. Later in the game it won't matter because you'll start getting pretty good loot and you'll start be able to create some pretty good items at the bazaar, which in return allow you to purchase some pretty decent equipment. But like I said, early in the game you won't come across that great of equipment. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And let's choose power 2. By the way, let me know if the volume is too loud. Opportunity opportunity commands. Depending on where you're at, you get the most of it. For instance, as you can see, I'm in between 3 allies. It makes 4 of us. I get Shield of Steel. Uh, if I go right here, I should get Fleet of Foot. That's in between, adjacent to 2 other allies. If you go next to the enemy, you should be able to do what's called Flurry, which is a massive attack on the enemy. It should KO them. I think it's 2 or 3 attacks in a row. Good stuff to have. I like Fleet of Foot and Flurry the best. Flurry the best. And you know what? I'm not exactly sure how you get the opportunity commands. I think it has to do with this bar on the right side of your health and data screen. Like it should be filling up over time, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure I'd have to look it up online. Yeah, you see that little bar next to his name and info? Um, it should be filling up. That little blue bar fills up over time. I believe if you take damage and give damage and use your abilities. I'm not exactly sure. Because obviously Luso had one early in the game, so I'm not sure. Alright, sometimes it's actually good to wait and keep your position because it allows you to attack earlier. And let the enemy come to you. I moved my archer out of the way the last turn so my enemy wouldn't go all the way to my archer. As you see, he can't move down there. And instead he comes to my frontline tanks. That way they can absorb some damage and deal it out instead of him going to the archer and then I have to move my front line all the way to the back to deal with it and dispatch it. So pretty much enemy control is key. Having your moving your enemies where you want them to be. You'll see what I'm talking about as I progress further through the game. Like for instance, I attack him here and then I move over one because then he won't be able to attack me anymore. Right now my black mage is in the field or range of attack, so I move him over one. Yeah, waste some speed, but in the end it should be better. Let's see if I cannot hit my guy in the back. Mission success. See that law bonus I was talking about? Got metal knuckles and a silken robe. Better equipment than what I'll be getting early in the game. Well, through the bazaar, it takes a while to get those two items. Pretty much it's just a magic journal talking about everything he's done is in there. As you can see, it records by itself. Now he's thinking maybe a wizard knows something about a magic journal. Hey, let's go check the town or the pub for any quests dealing with wizards.